All right, let's see what we got here. We definitely clocked in. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a great pleasure to have you here. I go by the name of Lespri. I am a spiritual healer. And essentially, as a spiritual healer, what I do pretty much is that, I help you to attain or to become Christ like, Buddha like, and Krishna like. And what these things represent pretty much, even in the word Christ like, Buddha like, for you to become like them. I help you to become like them. And ironically, when Christ was around or whomever, everything they did was for you to help you to come like them, but not necessarily like them, but helping you to be you. This is why they'll tell you, hey man, you'll do even greater things. Look at it, give you the high five. You know what? Get out there, man. Like, believe in yourself. You'll do even greater things than I've done. So ultimately, what this is represent, it's attaining a higher level of understanding about who you are. And this is what all of these guys did, and that's what it represents. That's what I had to go through myself. And now in turn, I'm walking down the mountains and now giving you those instructions. More like sharing that with you, but then again, as it was given to me, I'm just returning the favor. You know what I'm saying? But this type of knowledge, you have to wake up to it. Not even this type of knowledge, just to say this particular knowledge. Life in general, everything we have to wake up to. I mean, you must wake up to anything. Like the truth was always there. What you didn't know was already there. It was just waiting for you to tap into it, or maybe for you, well, not necessarily tapping into it, but you get the point. You having to wake up to pretty much the truth, understanding reality, a higher source of understanding, and all of these things, right? So as a spiritual healer, I also help you with what is called self mastery, because ultimately, by you understanding who you are, because you wouldn't be able to. Ultimately, it's the self mastery, but you would have to know who you are. You would have to know how you work. You know what I'm saying? You would have to understand or have a deeper understanding about who you are, and just like they always say, for you to master who you are, I mean, you would have to master the things that you don't see about yourself. See, again, I'm getting a little bit mysterious here, know what I'm saying? For lack of better terms. But what this is simply means is that there was a part of you that you see and another part of you that you don't see. When we're talking about your emotions, we're talking about your intellect, these other aspects of yourself, or even to get to know somebody too. For you to know who I am, yeah, you may see what I look like. I mean, by the way, I mean, which I'm assuming that is pleasing to your eyes. All right, I'm getting way ahead of myself here, but anyway, I mean, it's a whole shebang here. So, as a spiritual healer, that's pretty much what I do. I help you to become Christ-like, which is, attaining your highest level of consciousness. And in this channel here, I mean, obviously, I use, I do it. I have two channels, just so you know. I think I'm gonna have this in both channels because I feel like this is needed on both channels. Meaning, I felt like the meaning, the depthness in this quote that you're looking at now, it speaks for itself, man. It speaks for itself. But anyway, in this channel here to give is to receive, I help you to attain your highest level of consciousness by hold on. This light's tripping. Really tripping, dog. You want me to see me? But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. So yeah, by what I call now the good word. Here, I'm here giving you the good word, man. I help you to attain your highest level of consciousness by giving you the good word. And this good word, and it's what I call the power of words. What you'll see in these things is that they have the ability to work you out, for lack of a better term. Meaning, they get you to think a little bit, depending on the nature of the quote in itself. You may either feel inspired, you never heard something that, like that puts you in deep thoughts. Oh yeah, that is the work, man. Like that is the good word. I mean, eventually, essentially, that's the purpose. The word, whatever thing that you hear that allow you to either be inspired or for you to learn more, for you to become better, whatever the fuck the thing is, we're giving you the good word here. So, so you in good hands. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. And what I call the good words too, man, is what I call the power of words. I call it the power of words because most people, when it comes to saying how powerful words are, they generally speak about a meaning of a word or maybe the intention behind a word. Personally, I think that's cute. You know what I'm saying? I think that's really cute. I mean, two things could be right at the same time. So I wouldn't say no. Mm, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? But I like that idea because it helps you to become conscious of what you're saying. So I'm not sure at this point if it's the word that is powerful by you being conscious of what's coming out of your mouth, or even for you to put the intention behind the word that you're saying. Do you see what I'm saying? That's where I'm like, if it flow your boat, I mean, if somehow it rocks your boat, it flows. If it flows your boat, please flow with it. Oh, man. Yo, I'm not here to cause any type of discomfort here. We're adding on. And if somehow, it happens, because sometimes you must destroy for you to rebuild, it's all part of it too, though. You know what I'm saying? I guess my intention is not that. I don't know how powerful that is, though. But what I truly call the power of words, man, listen, you know it when you hear it. You never hear when like the pastors are preaching in church and they just be like, I know that's right. Some niggas would just get out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's being spoken to you in a certain way. And by the way, I love that type of shit myself. That's how I stay nourished. That's why I love a lot of quotes. Like, man, I've read books over and over about a lot of quotes because I mean they do me a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I suck my own dick, bro. This is how I get down. You know what I'm saying? I fucking love it. But and also in addition to that too, like I tell people, for me personally, I don't think there's no fucking shortcut. But if there is one, it would probably have to be those quotes, those wise saying, those proverbs, because man, the wealth of wisdom that resides in those statements, but not just that, it's the understanding that you're able to get from it too. Because for the most part, as I'm assuming that you already know, we learn by going through shit, right? Your experiences, things like that. So when you have someone of experience, of age, blessing, this is why you have to respect your elders, man. Now, don't get that part twisted. I mean, I'm not referring to just the age in terms of number. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you have some elders that you may have to keep it pushing. You feel me? So don't fall. I mean, two things could be true at the same time. Always remember that. You know what I'm saying? This is the world that we're living in. It's a paradoxical world. Something that is true could be false. What is false could be true. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, is having money is a problem for you? No. But can having money be a problem at the same time? Yes. That's why you see motherfuckers saying more money, more problem. I hear some people say, no, not me. If I got money, I mean, shit, I would have less problems. Mm, that's one perspective. You know what I'm saying? But having money also, man, like people are trying to sue you. You know what I'm saying? People somehow have a whole different understanding. Oh, you spoiled, or you know what I'm saying, you don't deserve to have it. There's a lot of shit that comes with it too. So more money is also more problem, but with more money, you may have less problem too. So two things could be true, man. Right? Don't get it fucked up. And this is also why I always tell you guys not to eat from the tree of good and evil, meaning good or wrong, right or wrong. You need to rehash your understanding because look around you. Like for you to look good, you have to, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're gonna go to the gym, you have to sacrifice. So pain and satisfaction goes hand in hand, however you want to put it. So this is why, when you talk about good and bad, it's almost like you cutting yourself in half. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay? Keep yourself whole, nigga. Now, there's going to be at times, just so you guys know, at times, I will be taking some, let's just say, hey, I'll tell you what, break with me. I'm saying? Now, this is actually mushroom coffee, you know what I'm saying? That's a little bit of herbs, you know what I'm saying? You got to nourish the mind, okay? The food of the gods, it's necessary for you to have. But anyway, now, it's necessary for whatever works for you. Just know who you are. That's it. Um, so now, wait a minute. Let me get mine for a second. Please, come on now. 12 minutes in. I hope you're enjoying yourself, but most importantly, I'm very excited, guys. Shit. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about. Leave me alone, man. Okay? Too much. Mm, mm, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.